Hey, what is up designers? In today's video I'll go over the whole design process of this fan art illustration using Procreate and Photoshop. Since I enjoyed the last two John Wick movies, thought about doing an illustration for the upcoming one. Let me know in the comment section what is your favorite movie and I'll pick one from the comments and do the next illustration on just that. I also wanted to answer a couple of questions with this video. Once in a while I receive emails regarding my journey as a designer. New designers ask me how to get started, what are the most important things they should focus on, and if can somebody really turn their passion into a career. Well, I pretty much did all of those things, so if you're just starting out, hopefully this video will help. I didn't really plan on becoming a designer. The usual signs you hear from others, they just weren't there. When you hear about other designers, they usually talk about how all they did when they were kids was to draw. I was kind of the opposite. My passions as a kid were playing soccer, playing video games, and maybe hanging out with friends. I don't really think I stood out in the creativity department. It didn't even cross my mind to pursue this as a career till one summer vacation when I was 18 or 19. Don't really remember, when I installed Photoshop. It was a pirated version. I just didn't have any money. I installed it, but had no idea how to use it, so found a series of DVDs online. I think they were called Secret Photoshop or something like that. I'll look for it and put it in the video. That summer vacation, I don't think I did anything else but followed those tutorials step by step till I got something similar to what they were teaching. So 3 months of just learning Photoshop. All I could think was to get back home and do those tutorials. That's what triggered it. That obsession on improving my skills in something that interested me. I think that pursuit didn't stop in these past 10 years. It slowed down for a while, but I think that patience is what got me here. Looking back, one of the most important parts is breaking this whole process into steps. The first one is to just start learning, try to improve every day. This one is probably the hardest one. It's really easy to just consume content without a real focus. You probably started your research on what you should be doing, and the issue is there are so many options out there, right? You don't really know what field you should get into. You probably don't know it, but I think you're kind of lucky. You're allowed to explore and possibly analyze your options. Truth be told, there are a bunch of choices when we're talking about design, be it, visual, research, UI, UX, motion. You won't know which one you're interested in without spending some time going through some of them at least. Are you interested in UI? Great. Just on that alone, you have a lot of options to go through. Would you like to create websites, landing pages, mobile, desktop apps? I think you should just pick one and get started. Explore everything you're interested in, then double down on what you enjoy doing and what you see a lot of growth potential. I think that combination is key. You may even discover you're particularly skilled in one area you didn't even consider before, but you can't get there without starting. So my first advice is this one. Take your time and try your hand at anything and everything that sounds interesting. If after a while you still find yourself confused, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Start personal projects that sound interesting to you and see where that takes you. It's important to know that learning, I don't think the learning begins or ends at a specific point. Another thing that helped me a lot was entering contests. Now, there are a lot of options out there, like 99 Designs or forums, just like Digital Point or Warrior Forum. I'll link to some of those in the description. I know people in the design industry hate them, but the things you learn in a setting like that, the feedback you receive, I think they're kind of priceless, unless you can become an intern in a company, which is way, way better. The bottom line is that anyone can be a designer if they want it bad enough. The truth is that if you're just starting out, you may end up working 6 months like with zero pay. That's when doubt will probably creep in. I'm not sure will you still be able to put in the work even though if no one can guarantee you'll make it. Well, I don't know. I hope so, because honestly, most of us gained our skill level through curiosity and patience. I personally don't know anyone born with After Effects knowledge. Our work is hard, but you have to know why you are doing this. Whenever I don't feel good enough, which is most of the times anyway, I have an answer. I want to improve every day. It isn't about how much money I was making or how many clients I wanted to have. Maybe in the beginning, when you're not making a lot of money, that's pretty important. But right now I know like the focus is just getting better. The first money I ever made were from a logo contest I won on Digital Point forums. It was like $10 and I will probably remember it forever. It was an awful logo. Don't get me wrong, but it was something I did that it provided enough value for someone out there in the world to give me some of their money. Also, from the start, keep the idea of a portfolio in the back of your head. If you don't have one, start building it. I built mine by designing logos for like $3 for 6 months. It was a lot of work for extremely little pay, but it helped me build a decent portfolio, which 6 months later allowed me to ask for way more. If you're stubborn about it and keep on going, someday this passion will probably become a career. And that's when you can expect to make a living out of it. It's definitely possible. But until that day comes, do whatever you can to help yourself through your growth. Find a job, find a bunch of little jobs, work where you can, when you can, to keep your head above the water while you learn. Things will get better and no day is wasted on perfecting your craft. It's called the process for a reason. It will take some time. It's very important to remember that no matter your professional background, no matter your age, the process will be just as time consuming. There are no shortcuts to making your passion into a career. It's that easy and that difficult, and I think it's that worth it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this design process. I'm planning on doing a lot more fan art. So if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Let me know in the comment section if you have any comments or any questions. And subscribe for more videos. Till next time, take care everybody. Bye.